where have you been taking the show, maybe where it started, where it was, and now where it's going?
Oh, I mean, when we started off, I mean, we writing the writing of the songs tends to become, writing songs a little bit in isolation because we're writing to a particular part of the story. We're writing sometimes not even fully developing the story as we see it today. So that's one of the problems with just getting it up on the table and writing something that we think is going to fit a pillar point of the story. In our case, we have the story because it's the historical story of Dietrich Bonhoeffer. So I think that has a tremendous advantage because we kind of know where we're starting and we know where we go. But you don't really have a very good overall picture of the project as a whole. And Twisted Road was one of the first songs that I wrote for the show. And it kind of encapsulated the entire show, but it didn't really address the opening. And the opening of a show is kind of the normal world or where things start. And we've gone through several iterations of what that opening could be. And we just decided that Twisted Road was not going to fit for the opening based on the further revisions of the story that we made. So you started off with a song it's in fairly strong isolation, and then it encapsulates the overall story, but it doesn't really fit the opening. So we kind of took that and put it to the side and wrote a new opening to the show. And then we got so many comments about everybody liking that song that we repurposed it and kind of used it and used that piece of creativity for another part of the show. And so that's part of the whole. We've done that a lot, where you write a song and nothing's really wasted, but it doesn't particularly fit that particular moment. So you take it, you set it aside, and you see if it fits someplace else in the show. But
Sure.
the other thing that happened with this song is during the whole COVID, shutdown, we were contemplating doing a film instead of a stage musical. So we decided that we needed a broader, bigger aesthetic, that we decided that we were going to go to the orchestration and the big epic thing that you might see on a big screen. So you combine those two things of orchestration and that bigger, breathtaking aesthetic that you might see on a big screen with the fact that we had to repurpose the song, and now that's transformed into Fight for Peace instead of Twisted Road, Fight for Peace. The scansion there works well. So that's kind of how it evolved. And for those of people that really love Twisted Road, don't be too disappointed because the song is almost the same. It just has a different purpose, and it has a little broader, bigger sound.